Man, it feels so good to be back at home. The last couple of weeks have been crazy. Me and Ma Bear were training and peaking and tapering for a powerlifting meet. And then we had our intensive 2-week work week where we're really just trying to figure out what we want to do for the vlog channel and also our podcast revamp. And then also we had internal company affairs that we had to deal with. And then on the last week of the powerlifting meet that me and Mob have been training really hard for the past 4 months, Taika gets a fever. It's non-COVID related, which is cool. It's this thing called, starts with the R. It's when like kids in the toddler phase, and then we know this because we call the pediatrician, but in the toddler phase, it's pretty normal for kids to get like this red rash and to get a fever, and it's non-contagious, and that lasted for a week. And since he was so itchy and he was so uncomfortable, like he would wake up multiple times a night and he'd be crying, so that would interrupt our sleep. All while us staying at Jill's mom's house. And you know, when you're like staying at someone else's house long term, it just doesn't feel like it's your house, and it feels super out of place. Like we've been living out of a suitcase, and then if I just want to lounge out on the couch, as soon as I see Jill's mom comes in, I'm like all upright, and I can't really just take things out of the dining table. Like every single day, even though I've been there for like almost 3 weeks, I would still ask, hey, can I get a cup of water? Even though as much as she says like, oh, just my home is your home, I just feel wrong if I don't ask for permission for everything, you know? So it feels like you're not in the right place. And now we're finally back at home in our own house, and it feels so much better. All of that stuff is over with, and I am so excited to get back on the vlogs and also get back on revamping our podcast. And I bought a bunch of art direction. A lot of it came in, so I can't wait to show you guys today what we have in store today. My whole day is going to be dedicated to planning the podcast, setting up cameras, lenses, figuring out what lights I want to get, and also all the art direction, because our goal is to completely revamp the podcast and have our first episode air in September. So we got lots to do. But first things first, before I get back on my normal Vegas schedule and get back on a diet, I had to get some proper Vegas breakfast. Going to my favorite place, Baby Stacks Cafe. There's about, I think, 3 or 4 of them. There's one in Mountain's Edge, there's one in Red Rock, one in Spring Valley. I think there's a 4th one, I'm not too sure. But this place, it started off in Chinatown and Spring Valley area, and it was so bomb. Me and Joe used to come here all the time when we'd go to Vegas. And I'm so glad to see that their business is flourishing, and now that we moved here, there's 3 or 4 locations. And we gotta get some yummy breakfast before I get back on the diet. Yeah. Food's ready. Well, you said you're not going to eat very much. You're just going to taste. So it's mainly just for me and Justin. Okay. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning. My body still hurts.
Huh?
My body still hurts from the meet.
Oh, yeah. Justin just had his first powerlifting meet. The strongest photographer in the world. You guys ready to eat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you two are really hungry.
Yeah, I'm super hungry. That's true.
But we were up since like 6.
I know. I actually have 3 favorite things that I like to get at Baby Stacks, but unfortunately we didn't have that much people eating, so I was only able to get 2 of my favorite. But one of them is a red velvet pancake. Oh, babe, there's enough pancakes for all of us. They give us a giant stack. So we got red velvet pancakes, and then this is bomb. They're adobo omelet. It's a adobo fried rice wrapped into an egg. Oh. So good. Look at this, Justin. Have you ever been here? Baby Stacks? Justin's a Vegas local, but he's a Vegas local, but not as local as us anymore. Because he's an LA local now.
This is your city now.
I know. I gotta show you around, dude.
Show me the spots.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do the honors. Do the honors, baby, baby.
I'm not even hungry. This is horrible.
You're not even hungry. Savor it. Because we'll be back on the diet real soon. Real soon.
They're so good.
Oh, delicious.
They're so damn good. So damn good.
This tastes so good with some sriracha action. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I gotta savor all of this because we about to go on a diet real soon. Because I'm so motivated from the powerlifting meet that I can't wait to jump right back into another meet prep. So we probably have maybe a day or two to relax and have some delicious potato.
What? You didn't even eat the potato. You eat this first.
You kidding?
I'm ready.
Let me see. Whoa, that's good balance. Hey, you're a professional. You're a professional.
Yeah, well, because it has... Yes.
Yeah, Mama, look. Mama, look.
Our life's crazy. You're trying to enjoy a bomb-ass pancake. You got this one. Mama, look. Mama.
I think this is pretty normal. This is happening.
Meanwhile, Justin's like, what the fuck's going on?
I think it's really happening.
Alright, so Justin's actually here because he's a photographer, video camera extraordinaire, and we need help mapping out the camera and lighting setup for the podcast. So originally, this room was kind of like our go-to. Like we wanted to dedicate this space because it is the smallest room in the house. Hey, where did this guy come from? And in that way, if we make this the podcast room, we don't waste too much of the space in the house, even though technically it wouldn't be waste because it's like a workspace. The only problem is I don't know if it's big enough because, so like let's say if we set up a chair here, like that. Oh, can you move your camera?
Yeah.
And then the lens, I'm gonna move this to the side. Thank you. Those are, what are they called? What's the official term? I was gonna tell them plastic thingamabobs, but there's probably,
Basically, they're like gels.
they're gels, they're plastic gels. It's cool, huh?
I just want to play.
Okay, I'm gonna move this chair, okay? Careful, I'm gonna move over here.
What's this?
So, it'll probably be something like this. Oh man, I don't know if we have enough space. I don't even need to set up lenses. Because that's me, Gio, and if we have a third person for a guest, that's already not enough space. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the space is like the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Especially for the look that you're trying to go for, you know?
Yeah. So I'm getting a shelf in art direction, so that's going to come off like a foot.
Happy birthday.
What are you talking about? Yeah, so it's the space, huh?
Yeah, it's the space. Because you want that shallow depth of field, right?
Yeah.
I think realistically, like, we can only fit like a 35 mil.
Yeah.
Maybe a 50 mil in here, but it's going to be kind of tight.
Yeah. That's just by setting up these two chairs, and these aren't even the actual chairs, and they're thin, and I already don't think it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to have to go to Taika's room. Sorry, Taika.
No, sorry. You get cut.
Getting cut with the...
Hiya!
Ow! You're thinking this one?
Kind of.
This one's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. I want to see Taika's room too.
Taika's room is ideally the thing is like we want to make Taika's room so freaking cool. So that's the part I'm like, oh, I don't want to because I don't have the biggest room, but we also need a place to make it look good. But this room's I think maybe like 2 feet bigger than the other one. I think the other one's at 10 by 10. I think this one's at 10 by 12.
Yeah, how do you feel about the windows?
Oh, I'm gonna drywall it.
Oh, you are?
Like not like a real seal, but like a fake one where it's only like on this side it's a fake frame.
So that you can still do your set.
So it looks like a set. On the outside it looks like a window. And then if we ever need to convert it, I just pull it down. Yeah. So yeah, I'll drywall the windows if I have to.
So this could be a contender.
Because you have more camera setup space over here, huh?
Yeah, you have more camera setup space. But I'm also thinking like people are gonna be walking in and out, so that'd be kind of awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check out.
Let's check out Taika's room?
Yeah.
Alright, so for ease of operation, I already know 100% it's gonna be Taika's room because it's fucking big. Right? It's like, this is what a podcast set should look like. You have just from this space all the way here, like from this angle, there's just plenty of background space.
Mm-hmm.
And I just seal that window and seal that one. And
it's a big difference for sure.
This one already feels like a podcast room, huh?
Yeah, I would say just turn that other room into Taika's room and then.
Which other one? The one we're just in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then use this one as the podcast room. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Okay, alright. Justin's doing some camera tests right now. We have different lenses so that we can see different looks. And I'm just standing here or sitting here as a subject to see what lens we need. Because we also want, I don't want it to look like I'm like all up against the back wall, you know? I want to have some separation and I'm going to put lights and stuff, but this room does seem kind of small to get like a really good depth of field.
With this is the 85.
Okay.
So it's pretty tight.
Yeah.
And that was at a 2.8, and so like it's not really separating the background too much.
Yeah, it looks like the back's literally on my back.
Mm-hmm.
Or the wall's on my
back. Well, I'm looking at the stand right now.
Oh, okay.
I think a 2.8 is gonna give you. It's not gonna be too shallow on your face to where like your other eye's out of focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not gonna give you the depth that you want in this room.
I see.
I mean?
Yeah.
So like if we have Taika's room and you have a little bit more distance from the wall,
yeah,
that will be a little bit more blurred out and it'll give you that look.
I see.
Then we have, this is the 50 mil. So you can see like the stands like.
50 is not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I think that would be like the way to go.
If we were to use this room.
Yeah, if we were to use this room, and then this is 35.
$35's not bad either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying random things.
And then
and all of these are from you standing in that corner?
Yep.
Okay.
And then this is 20 millimeter on a full frame. I was checking another angle.
Yeah.
And I went back to the corner to just kind of give it, because like this would most likely be your
wide angle, huh?
Wide angle.
Because then the close up for me would be like right here, and the close up for Gio probably like right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so in this room, I threw that bear back there just for some depth of field. I also threw that bookshelf back there because I am gonna have like a shelf set up. So in this room, you can already tell that there's just way more depth of field and separation between the subject and the background. And this is me using just our vlogging lens, but it already like looks a little bit better. So we'll see what the camera tests look like. So what lens is this one right now?
So this is the 85.
Oh, 85?
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's pretty good. That was like a documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the f-stop at for this one?
This one, it was because you're a little bit further away.
Yeah.
I kept it at 1.8.
Okay.
So now it's not going to be so like one eye is in focus and the other one isn't.
Oh, okay.
Because we are stepping down a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean, out there, it was like, I was like basically on your face.
Yeah.
Because it was so close.
So this one actually works.
Yeah, so this one to me looks great.
It does look good.
Once we have the lighting set up and like you're lit up well,
yeah,
we have the backdrop all done, it's gonna give you like good separation too.
Yeah.
Because like the lighting's gonna help too.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be like, the people are gonna be lit up pretty well, And then we'll have like the background maybe a little bit darker.
Yeah.
To get that separation even more.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. That looks good.
That looks good. And this was the other side.
Still the 85?
Yeah, still the 85. So then, like, if you were to do it for IG, I think I recorded more. This one I went like this way a little bit more, just to. If you did it for IG, it'll probably be like this.
I see.
So you'll get that like red table kind of like close up feel.
Yeah, I like that one. It feels intimate. See, putting lots of thought into this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It is definitely not a diet kind of day.
Yeah, it is. This is fat-free pasta. You never heard of it?
Oh, you order from the same place as I order from. Yeah, Mom got some yummy, yummy food. So, like I've been telling you guys, we ain't gonna diet today. We got pizza from North Italia. They actually have, this is actually a chain, but it's a really, really good chain. And that pasta, pesto pasta looks good. Got my full calorie root beer float, of course. Ain't skimping out on the calories today. Having such a good day so far. If you know me, then you know why I'm so excited. No, I'm not gonna.
How are we gonna ever watch this?
I know. Get a VCR.
Oh my god. Tyga, do you know what that is?
Do you know what this is?
What is that? What do you think it is?
He's like, this
Okay, I have a video idea.
What is it?
I have a video idea.
Yeah,
we're gonna show Taika a bunch of old technology and we're gonna have him guess what it's for.
It's a good idea. Well, this is my favorite movie as a kid growing up. Because for some reason, my mom didn't want me to watch anything, but if it had to do with martial arts and being a warrior, she's like, that's honorable and that's okay. So all this
It's the most graphic shit
I know,
ever.
so everything I grew up on is the most graphic, most violent movies ever.
That explains you so
Yeah,
much.
and so for my podcast, or my set side of the podcast, I wanted to put up art decoration that means a lot to me. So since I grew up on this movie, I got this. I found this on, I think, Amazon for like $10.
Why does it look like it's used?
It's because it's old.
I know, but why does it look used?
Because it is used. I bought it from a used seller.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And then also, of course, Bruce Lee. And this is.
Why is it so little? Did you know it was gonna be that big?
Oh no, I didn't want too big of a movie poster because it's gonna take away from the podcast.
Gotcha.
So I wanted them all to be 11 by 17. So I got this one, and then it's because
it doesn't even look like Bruce Lee. It could be anyone.
And that's why I like it. So Fist of Fury, also known as Chinese Connection, is my favorite Bruce Lee movie growing up because you see him beat up like 20 bad guys. And I also like this because it kind of reminds me of like the decor in like those ramen shops.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
So I like it because it doesn't draw too much attention. Because Bruce Lee has such a signature like look. I don't want people to like look at our podcast and go, "Oh, is this a Bruce Lee podcast?" I'm like, no, I'm inspired by him. So I actually chose this one on purpose. I also got this really cool lamp. This was only like $30 or $40.
Where at?
On Wayfair, I believe. So
Oh, it looks like this.
yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff coming in. Of course, I want it to look industrial. But the thing I'm the most excited about.
What is that?
This. So I found this used.
It looks hella used.
Used.
And they didn't even clean it.
Well, it's used.
Yeah, I mean, but clean it.
And
Dirty,
I had
dirty.
to find a Yamaha one.
How cute.
Dun, 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 dun. This is a marching snare and drumline.
Ooh, it looks like it's in great condition.
Yeah, drumline was a huge part of my life growing up. So I wanted to put a snare in the background. And does it even work? Oh, it's got to get tightened, but there we go. But yeah, I wanted to get this. So I'm really excited for this because this is something I've always wanted as a kid. As a kid, I love drum sets, and I also love
You like being hella noisy and obnoxious and loud?
Yes, but I wanted to put the two together. Yes. You want to bang on it? Here.
Okay, you're not playing along. I just feel like an asshole just dissing you.
You like it?
Nope,
Just
that's
sit
not.
on it.
His face, he even knew it was gonna be bad.
That's all. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff coming in over there, as you can see. So I'm just opening up the bits and pieces, and we're gonna get the podcast room set up. It's really cool. It's not Bruce Lee Dragon. This is Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Alright, so I just found this spot on DoorDash, I think. It's called Mochi Nuts, and it's a mochi donut. And it's not the first time I've had it, but every time I have it, it is so bomb. This place is actually really good. I think this is a black sesame one, and it's... Look at that. It's a mochi donut. It is so bomb. Here, baby. This is the name of the place. The box is not for us. We actually got the box for our neighbor because he was so kind to pick up all the packages for us as we were in LA for like ever. So we're gonna thank him with a little bit of donuts. So I hope he likes it.
Guys, look how stupid this looks, and this is why I fucking love this. So I got the Bruce Lee, and I also got my other Step Brothers poster, and I put them in the frames, and I purposely found non-glare frames. So you see how that glass has a glare, right? You can see my reflection. I purposely got this so I can put this in or behind me in the podcast set, and it'll look good. And I actually unintentionally did this really cool color tone where one's red, one's blue, so it kind of like complements each other. So I'm really happy about this, and this just makes me so happy. It's almost as if like if someone were like, choose 2 movies that represent who you are, bam, right there. Yesterday we had such a good time, just relaxing back in our home finally. We watched a bunch of movies like Goodfellas and Air Force One, Isle of Dogs. We just had such a good time on the couch. I forgot to close out the vlog, so I'm gonna close it out here. And today, which is the next vlog, we're gonna have some really exciting stuff. We're gonna pick out some final furniture pieces for the podcast set, and I think we're gonna be going to Home Depot to get some things, and we'll slowly see the set hopefully slowly get built. So see you guys. Thank you guys.